Hey there, Pisces. It's time to do your energy forecast for the month of June. So let's just get started, shall we? We are going to be using the Lantern Oracle as your first card pull. This first card is going to give you your overarching energy for the entire month ahead. So let's just reach in and see what we've got for you. And it's all about your melting mask. All right. I'm waiting for it to come into focus. There you go. So what it says here is allow your spirit self to shine through the many roles that you fulfill. So whether you're a wife, a mom, a boss, an employee, a daughter, a son, a cousin, all of those roles in your life, at the end of it, you are still a spiritual being. At the core of you, that is the one thing that holds true through all of those iterations of you. And it's time to let that spirit self shine through. So shining through as a mother, shining through as a daughter, as a child, as a cousin, a colleague, a coworker, a boss, an employee. Allowing your spiritual self to be the face that's presented, because that's your true self, right? That's who you are at the core of who you are, and allowing others to see that within you. Listen, when you let your light shine, you thereby give permission for others to shine their light, right? I know through my exercises, my learnings. Oh, sorry, I'm going to hit pause. Okay, so in all likelihood, I don't know if you can hear the dogs barking in the background, but in likelihood, it means I've got a bear walking through the back property. So I don't know when that'll stop, so I'm just going to proceed, and hopefully it's not too annoying. So when we're talking about letting your spirit self shine through, and I was talking about how we give permission to others, I was going to say, like, through my learnings, through the courses that I've taken, such things as learning to become an evidential medium, learning about tapping into my own intuition, setting intentions, manifesting, all of that stuff, what I've come to learn is that as I allow myself to more tap into my spiritual self and not hold that back and not try to hide that from anyone. I used to, thinking, oh, they're going to think I'm crazy. Now I don't give a flying fig. Really, and that is the key right there for you at this time, Pisces. It's about you allowing yourself to shine through and no longer hiding that aspect of you, letting others see that, because that's how they're going to learn to be their own magical self, right? All right, I'm getting tired here. It's been a long day, so I'm probably slurring my words and stumbling over them a bit. All right, we've got Sad Embrace coming up. The Sad Embrace is all about, as you're sort of melting that mask and allowing your spirit, so there's going to be, I feel, a little bit of regret. Why didn't I do this before? Why didn't I know this before? Why didn't I understand this before? Why was this not in front of me in such a way that I could see it before? And there is some regret in that. And there's some sadness about how things could have been so different if you'd only known before, right? But there's such thing as divine timing, and it wasn't meant to happen before. It's happening now because now is the time. It's divine timing. And you can look in the past with some sadness and understanding of how different things would be, but I don't want you to hang on to that regret, right? They were the way they were because that's how they were supposed to be then, right? They're not supposed to be that way anymore moving forward. So yeah, embrace the sadness, understand it, make way for it, and then let it go. All right. Toward the middle of the month, yeah, you're setting your intentions, right? Now you're setting your intentions. I'm going to lean into this spiritual being that I am. You were a spiritual being before you're a human being, right? But we're born and we forget that we've got any spiritual being residing within, that magic, that divine that we are. We forget about it, or perhaps society teaches us that it's not real or not true for us, and we learn to believe that about ourselves. And I really feel like if you set your intentions to see the magic, believe in the magic, know the magic, live the magic, it's going to allow for that shift to take place within. You're setting your intentions to live a more spiritual life, which can only mean, doesn't mean things get easy and there's no troubles and there's no heartache and there's no anger. Of course, all of those things exist. We're still human. Of course we absolutely are. You're just looking to build your intentions to live a more spiritual life, which means letting go of the things that you have no control over, letting go of limiting beliefs, letting go of thinking that life has to be one way and one way only when it can be so, so much more for you. All right. And then we're wrapping up the month. Now look at this. You can't make this shit up, Pisces. Being wide open. I do feel like through this process, as you sort of allow the masks of who you thought you needed to be fall away as you step into more of this magical spiritual being that you are. Yes, again comes the sadness. I wish I'd known this 50 years ago, right? But as you release that sadness and just allow for the acceptance, radical acceptance of everything that was meant to be, and now I get to move forward in a different way. I can set my intentions of living a much more intentional, magical life, right? Which means that there's more peace, more love, more light, more joy coming in for you. And then through that process, you leave yourself wide open to whatever spirit brings in, for however the universe wants to lead you forward. You're wide open to it, right? And wide open means that you say, where you lead, I will follow, right? It doesn't mean I won't question it. Doesn't mean I won't hesitate, but I will go. All right. And then watch the magic unfold in your life. This I can tell you for sure, because I did it myself. I didn't know where it was going. I didn't know where it was leading. Scared the living crap out of me, right? But I surrendered to it and allowed myself to step into that spiritual aspect of me. And I could not tell you in simple words how much more magic my life is now than it was even 5 years ago, 10 years ago, particularly 20 years ago. It is night and day and so much better. And this is what's available to you. You just have to believe, trust, set your intentions, and then follow wherever the universe leads. All right? I hope this makes sense to you, Pisces. Of course, it's not a reading that's meant to resonate with everyone, but if you did enjoy the reading or it's resonating with you, I'd love if you'd leave me a note in the chat below. If you'd like to know more about me, my name is Lee Shanks. You can find me at leeshanks.com, or you can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Intuitively. All right? Blessed be one and all. I hope to see you back here really soon. I am so grateful for every one of you being here today. Take care. Blessed be. This is Intuitively signing off.